Greetings. All right, I'm going to start chat. So, much love. Here we go. Greetings, this is Novak. Much love. Blessings, humans. You don't realize some of these protests going on your planet that a lot of us are around. Just like, it's like, what are you guys doing anyway? Just doesn't really help anything. In some ways, it does help a conversation, but unfortunately, it goes into a negative effect. But either way, it's your business. It can be more productive, but that's all right. That's the best you can think of. But there is better productive ways. But connect to a reptilian, that might help a little bit. Those days are coming. So anyway, yes, whenever you are ready, I am full speed ahead. I am still attractive.
Here we go. Welcome, Novak. Thanks for coming in.
Greetings.
Okay, so Joellen E. asks, are there any messages for me?
One second. Yeshua's energy is around you. You do also have an aspect that is connecting with Yeshua as for assisting others on this world and other, an angelic aspect. The name is Gideon that this angel uses as a name. But there's also a female energy. Well, understand, angels are female and male, so whatever you want to call them. So, blessings. Thank you.
Joellen's second question, what is my past life in the Dominican Republic area?
One moment. Well, you had a lot of reptilian there. I'll give you that. It was more of a male energy. Yes, you did have female energies, but the male one was more like a warrior in war, but the female is more into, I see pottery, I see art stuff, I did see pottery. This was like a while ago, obviously. This was when pottery was the thing. As for, I'm not giving dates. They're not giving me any dates. Actually, they are 1700 time period, if that feels right to you. But the male was more of a further past life there. So, blessings.
Okay, next is Amy 555. My current relationship has been very imbalanced energetically, which has caused many physical issues to manifest during the relationship. I would like to request deep healing infusions to the imbalances in my hips, back, shoulders, neck, head, and everything else. Many blessings.
Of course, but also realize you both were like reptilians in other lifetimes. So that's why some of this is coming about. You're just kind of, you did that stuff in other lifetimes, but you can handle in this environment not so much. But also, you're not exactly getting along angelically because you're not always seeing things the same way. That's what's causing a lot of this. So compromise would help, or whatever you want to do with that. Of course, we'll send you vibrations from your Archangel Gabriel. I believe will bring assistance to that. Blessings to you.
Okay, Amy's second question. About 5 years ago, I went to a psychic workshop. There was a woman there with long blonde hair dressed in a long light blue dress. When I held her hands and looked into her eyes, I felt very deep galactic layers within her. I would like to know if she is she a Pleiadian, a walk-in, or another aspect of me, and why did I meet her?
I believe she's a Pleiadian, but not another aspect of you, but you've had many connections with her, as her aspect did many of the same things that you did. So you're very similar. So it did feel like it was you, but it was not. You stand for the same things. You even look the same way. I believe you do, in a certain degree. But yeah, she's very much Pleiadian. Is like looking in a mirror, isn't it? And it's just to give you a glimpse of what you are in other realities, basically. That was the connection for that. Also part of an awakening experience also had much to do with that. But it's, yes, your energies are quite similar, but in some ways different. Blessings.
Okay, next is Daria. Any messages from you to me?
Well, let's see here. We are connecting to the Galactic Federation of Light at this time. I believe that's an old message. Well, not really. We're connecting to sun beings that are connecting to your Earth sun, assisting humanity through the sun, and you are going into the sun also at times. Sometimes you might feel that you need to go to sleep. It's because you're connecting to your star families assisting the Earth. So there's an urge of going to sleep. It has a lot to do with that. You're assisting the planet with your fellow star friends at this time. There's a much needier assistance, and a sleep is helping that. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Daria. Any messages that would be fun to hear, reveal, or dig into?
We do have an aspect in Egypt in the ancient times. I don't believe it was you, but it was one of your aspects. One moment. That was of a Pleiadian energy. That was one of the light beings assisting Earth's ascension during that time after Atlantis. As you went off to other places, your other aspect, I believe it was a feminine energy. There's also a male energy here. Yes, twin aspects that were here. Assisting the times of the biblical era of this earth. As they did see that was a significant part of your planet. They foresaw with the Bible energies, you understand that whole thing. Your aspect saw the future of that and was bringing much assistance, bringing as much positivity they can during times of conflict. Because they did see Egypt going to more of that darker energies, but they saw the significance of it also for humanity, because it would be an enrichment of humanity as you see it at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next is Thomas Peterson. First question. I saw myself on Mars. I was drawing, sketching, and having different stones around. I was training, driving some sort of speeder like in Star Wars,
yes,
and creating a head of stone, and saw a cave full of these heads, and I saw Maldek. What was this?
Well, yeah, you're connected to your past life, basically. But also, I believe you're a sculptor during that lifetime. I see you sculpting. It was a positive lifetime, yes, Maldek was very much. Maldek, the beings of Maldek did connect to Mars also. I believe they are during the same time. That's why I'm connected to some see timelines that are different, but that is fine. One moment. But as for why that comes through, your guides are saying, explore more. That will help you understand your life here. Blessings.
Okay, Thomas also asks if there are any messages for him.
Yes, your guides are saying your Martian lifetimes is a significance for this incarnation here on this planet, or several incarnations that you've had here. Mars plays a big role as there's much drama there, but also an artistic achievement, and many scientific achievements have been brought into this world also. Maybe changed, but during the times of Atlantis, much technology is brought here. Not all of it was negative. Some of it was very much positive. And those technologies continued in your Earth vibration, even if they were hidden. And some of them were brought back to your industrial age also. It's like your Martian energies were brought here as a way of, when your aliens reconnect to this Earth, allowing technology to resurface again. The Martian energies here were allowing them to do it, because you understand aliens can't really connect to this planet, but having some technologies already here helps out greatly. Blessings.
Next is Wanda 11. I never envisioned myself returning to live in my home state, but I did. What is the spiritual basis for me living here again? Is it for my highest good and the good of others that I live here?
Yes, it's for your highest good. There's people you need to meet there, it seems. I just see people you need to connect with. Don't feel like you have to go out and, join a garden club or anything like that, or, the Elks Club or whatever. Just do what you feel. Your mission is there. It's a possibility you'll move again once that mission is over. So as for what it is, it's just understand. I'm not here allowed to know what it is, but either way, it seems like it's very much social. I believe it's much more than that, but just go on your way, do what you need to do. You will connect to it. Blessings.
Okay, Wanda also asks, what energy enters my body on my left side of my face, crown, back of head, and forehead? Is it one of my guides?
It is one of your guides, but also seems like a Pleiadian energy has been assisting you at this time. Another aspect of you has been assisting you recently, but also it's like this Pleiadian aspect is showing other Pleiadians how they can connect to you. That is what's going on. Blessings.
Okay, next up is our newer member, Brian. The other day, I noticed a helicopter in the sky that was hovering 500 yards away from my house. I felt like it was watching me. Can you tell me why it was there and who they were working for?
It does seem like a Black Hawk, a black helicopter. It does feel like it's a black. Either way, it was one moment. It does have a CIA vibration around it as part of the Black Projects, though. So basically, it's part of everything government. Of course, it will not show that, but they'll probably put some bogus name on it or whatever it is. But it does seem like it's part of the Black Projects. They do hover around here and there. They do drive their trucks through your cities also. They have to travel somehow. They can't all do it in space travel. As for the significance of this, I would not worry too much, but yes, you are on there. Paranoia is not always a bad thing. You are on their list, though. They know more about you than you do, but the more to connect to your abilities, you will see why. But I believe you have an idea of that. But I will not put any worry into this. Blessings. Yes, there is a Men in Black energy around that also, just to let you know. But as I said, don't put it in. I wouldn't worry about it. Meaning, part of this also, it seems like there are alien entities that have been around you that you might not be fully aware of. And that's where the Men in Black are coming from. So, either way, blessings.
Okay, second question for Brian. I was told in a previous chat that in a past life I was a cousin of Julius Caesar. Could you tell me more about this lifetime and, if possible, the name that I had?
I'm not given a name, but that was a life of great intrigue, poetry. I see a lot of that. I also see nature and you're very much into politics, it seems. You might have been part of the Senate, and yes, you were part of. You were like in this Senate, not in this Senate. You were very much here and there part of it. You're part of a lot of the social gatherings. I give you that. We all sit by a fountain and talk about whatever they talked about back then. There's some of that. There are their bathhouses. You're part of that. Of course, everybody was. One moment. Basically, in that lifetime, you're an explorer, just exploring your human existence, basically. So trying everything human onto mine. I believe you also were wealthy also. So you didn't have to worry about funds. And I just believe you just tried many things. And the Senate did bring or their government, I believe they called it a Senate. You were just intrigued by it, but I don't believe you got too close to it. But I believe you were part of several of the meetings. Either way, blessings.
Okay, next is Moses. Is there any messages for me from an old friend from a past life?
There's an energy by the name of Jacob. It was like one of your brothers during the biblical times of your Yeshua's time period. He was a brother of yours. And his message to you is that during that time you went through many tests. It seems like you have lifetimes where you just add a lot of tension, but understand you have a lot of self-reflection and become out a better person. And you're doing the same here also. So you add a lot of tests to your timelines, but it all comes out better in the end. So right now you are bettering much of yourself and having a positive outlook. And that will help bring in your angels more closely. You have a close connection to Gabriel. As you connected to that energy, you had an aspect. You're connected to Gabriel's aspect, meaning you were an angelic aspect of Gabriel, angel at one time. Blessings to you.
Okay. Moses also asks if he could get a message from his higher self.
There's a lot of tension around you sometimes, but a lot of it has to do with mind tricks. Some of it has to do with their past lives of worry. And once you let the worry go and just concentrate on the future, you will manifest what you want. But sometimes the past creeps around and it brings fear. Clearing out the fear and knowing everything will work out will help you solve problems instead of causing them. Just have a positive outlook. The more you take power over yourself, your mind, it'll be easier to, yes, even saying that is difficult, of course, we understand. To get used to that vibration, but you will have a positive future ahead of you. Blessings.
Okay, Joyce S. asks, do my guides have any messages for me?
I'm not sure if this is a message or what. It say drive your car slower. I'm not sure if that means anything, but anyway, that's what it is. It is a joke. I don't. Hopefully she. Anyway, if she even has a car. One moment. Your guys are just playing around if you want to see, but anyway. Do you see? One moment. Well, they do say that sometimes you might take things a little bit too seriously. Some calming energy will help you relax a little bit. That's why they said that. And they can come to you more clearly, but you have to have more of a comedic energy around you, meaning just to cool off a little bit. I believe you feel that vibration sometimes may take things too seriously. Quite understandable. Judging by the vibrations of this world, it does bring confusion to many. But I do see a comedy energy will be good for you, however you want to bring that into your vibration. We'll see a change. You also might feel the vibration of your guides come through more clearly also. Blessings.
Okay, Joyce's second question. Do you have any messages for me?
Oh, yeah, well, let's see here. Let's see here. We do have a lot of connection to the Greys. I believe you have feel that. You have been on their ships. As for a passenger, I believe as a Palladian. Yes. The Greys they take you to their worlds, their cities that they created. You go there, observe, and share it with your societies. It seems like you do that quite often. in your past, and even present, parts of you are still doing that at this time, as they always bring intriguing energies to you. I don't think you ever had an incarnation with them, but you're always intrigued by them. The friendly ones, of course. Even the negative ones you kind of see. But either way, you have an understanding of, let's put it that way. That's the message at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next is Angie77. Do my guides have any messages for me?
Yes, to trust your instincts more clearly. One moment. It also says a male figure around you that might be a little bit pushy at times. Not to worry about that, but it seems like it's somewhere around you. Somewhere. Could be an old boss or a current male. It's not going into details of what that is. But you can clear it with your vibrations, your angels, your guides. But also realize those that are kind of hard on you have many messages, as they're like, these heavy males are like warrior types. And you chose to be around them to learn from their perspective, but also to strengthen yourself, but not to get too affected by their negativity. Sometimes it can be taken overboard, as you can tell. But they have much. As you look into that, you might understand some of those that are around you, the male energies, have a lot of times connected to Jersey Scissor, from what I'm saying, and Genghis Khan also. This is someone in your vibration. Yes. So either way, blessings.
Okay, Angie's second question. Did I have any past lives with my sister-in-law, Carol?
One moment. Yes, Palladian incarnations, Syrian incarnations. One moment. Earth incarnations. Yeah, but you're more male, female on this Earth. But yes, you did. Primitive times, your guys are saying, I don't know why they always show this. Farm-like places like Little House on the Prairie is one way to give you an idea. But it was more male-female energy. Is there? That's for you to connect with. Who is who, though? Blessings.
Okay, next we have Dagmar Bosma.
Yes.
Can you tell me if there are any messages for me?
This timeline you're connected to, yes, is very complicated and many distortions. As for finding a job or a job that you might want or something around those lines, it causes a lot of conflict. But a lot of this has to do with self-reflection, also you juggling around with what you want, as you're still deciding from what it seems. Your guides are assisting you in that, saying there's no wrong answer of where you go and what you decide. But the more that you connect to what you want will bring more of a happiness to your vibration. As it seems like you're still in this discovery mode of that, as you're learning more about your abilities also. You're also opening up. You have the ability, yes, to open up vortexes within yourself, meaning knowledge that's connected to your past lives and also future lives, also self-healing, if you wish to connect with that. I believe you're already aware of some of this from what I'm gathering. To a certain degree, I have not fully dived into it, but also you have a strong Palladian connection that will bring much assistance to you. Blessings.
Okay, Crystal Eve Snow asks if there are any messages from the Prime Creator.
Yes, he says not to take things too seriously, which you do not, but sometimes you do connect to him in astral quite a bit. He seems to be quite a dancer from what he says. At least both of you are for that regard. So you do have a close connection to him in that regard. I believe you can go on with that if you wish, but it's a mutual friendship. Yes, it is quite strong. Blessings.
Okay, Crystal Eve also asks, what are my friend Kelly Norton and I doing together in astral?
They seem to be part of many reptilian councils. I believe that's Palladians. I believe you are a Palladian, she is a Yael. as this is very making peace with the reptilians also be part of their civilizations as they rebuild, as they rebuild structurally, but also society with other species. Just seems to be a peacemaker between the reptilians and other species that have not been contacted, that your humans are aware of. Some of it is insectoid, some of it is not, but you're a part of a peace offering. But of course, there's much joy within that. That is part of what you're doing at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next is Marianne A., and she asks, are there any messages for me?
One moment. What they say, one moment. I'm not sure how you can, well, they're saying something. Can't talk. One moment. They're saying something about volunteer work. If you wish to connect to that vibration, it might, if you wish, help you have a different direction. Sometimes you might feel lost, and doing something around those lines will help you find more focus and communicate with others and share your point of view if you wish to go in this direction. They're just putting that out there. Maybe not now, but maybe in the future. That is the message at this time.
Okay, Marianne also asks, what is my connection to the Indian goddess Durga?
One moment. Well, it seems like you had a lifetime as a follower of that being in previous lifetimes. I believe there's a few of them, one after the other. You're just part of the ways, just following the ways of that goddess. And I believe some of the scriptures is still of this goddess is still around. I believe. Yeah, I can't connect to everything. I'm not all into it. But yes, you had many incarnations connected to that goddess. As for knowing that goddess, I do not believe so from what I'm seeing. And astral, yes, but here I do not believe so. You just connect to the ways and you wish to. It had a lot of positiveness energies. A lot has to do with procreation. But there's much more than that. Blessings.
Okay, next is Vasco. First question, I've been having bad dreams lately. In my dream this morning, they tried to get me to join some religion. Did I join the religion, and who's causing these negative dreams?
No, it seems like you are under a slight attack from the cabal energies from what it seems. Not to worry though, I believe it's coming to an end. This happens every once in a while. Some do not, well, it happens to everyone, but don't remember. You're remembering because you want to remember. You have a lot of magician energy with you also. So that makes you very valuable to them. So, but I believe you said no to it. But I believe you can reconnect to them if you wish, not to say you want to. Blessings.
Vasco also asks if there are any messages for him.
Yes, your guides say you're very powerful. You might not always be connected to those vibrations, though. The healing ability is very strong with you, but also your connection to children is very powerful also. As you had lifetimes with many children, you're a father of many. I believe in this earth, but definitely in other realities, most certainly. As you're a teacher of them, the children you have, you will teach them your ways, and I believe that vibration, if you wish to connect to that, you will see it. And it'll be a healing ability. It would help heal also sometimes when you feel like your life's not going exactly in a direction that you wish. You can connect to that vibration and realize what good you brought into the universe and yourself and know more about your vibrations here. That is a message at this time. Blessings.
Okay. Next is Ra. Is my guide named Roger a reptilian, and can I know the details of the past life of how we know each other?
One moment. Yes, these are mostly Palladian lifetimes where you know this one. Palladian lifetimes in war, but a lot of your reptilian connections, as for lifetimes, helps with those warlike lifetimes and the Palladians. And the reptilian energies around this one, as he chose that, he feels much more safer with it. That's why it has a reptilian vibration around him. Not to say it was all war, but you did have war lifetimes. I believe you had a lot of Syrian lifetimes. But you had a lot of female lifetimes there. Hopefully that's all right that I say that. I believe in it. But anyway, you had a lot of female lifetimes there as a Syrian, though. It's quite interesting there, actually. All right, I'll leave you with that. Blessings.
Okay. Ra also asks if there are any messages.
One moment. I believe there was a Egyptian king called Ra, or a god, whatever. Either way, it's connecting to you right now. One moment. So the message is getting kind of fuzzy. Yes, because there's much of an extraterrestrial energy back in those Egyptian time periods. And your connection there is very close to that vibration. As you were a part of the inception of that vibration. So there's much there that is deep within your world that you don't, well, I believe you can connect to that. Yes, you were famous one time, let's put it that way. And you can still connect to that vibration because that knowledge is still with you at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next is Danielle Spencer. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, there's a Palladian alliance right now connecting to your vibration. Also, Yael. It seems you were part of many councils at this time as for conversations with this world and where it's going. There's many timeline shifts going on. You're very much involved with that. As you see, the coast is clear. As for a clearing, also they said you are connected to the Phoenix Lights. Not to say you were there, but your vibration was very much involved with it. One moment. As it was your star family that was involved with that. Blessings.
Okay. Danielle also asks, can I get a healing or blessing for my flu and to help me through the rest of this eclipse week?
Yes, if the Palladians will send your vibrations. Also, Archangel Michael will assist you. Blessings.
Okay. Carol McLaughlin asks if there are any messages for her.
Yes, it seems like, one moment, Archangel Michael is assisting you recently. Some emotional vibrations are around you that have not exactly been of most kindness, it seems. Somewhat, I'm going to say emotional roller coaster, but there has been some uncertainty somewhere there. Not to say it's dramatic or anything. Either way, Archangel Michael is assisting you at this moment. Through this, it seems like conversation with others is sometimes questionable. I'm not getting a full connection here. Yes, because what happens is the vibration of others seems to cloud your vibrations at times. They're not as clear focused as you are. Not to say you're fully focused, but you're a lot more focused than they are at this time. So sometimes that brings a damper around you to a certain degree, to a little bit, because they haven't cleared out their past yet. They're still holding on to a lot of past, and they're not aware of it, of course. course. So some of that does affect you to a certain degree, but nothing to worry about, though. Blessings.
Okay, Carol McLaughlin's second question. Are there any messages from my son James from his father who crossed over in October 1995?
Right now he is fine. It took him some time to cross over. One moment. He's with you, or was with the person asking the question. On and off, but he's right now with the Palladians right now. But his connection on the other side is still firm. You can connect to him anytime. One moment. He does have a lot of regrets of his past. He does so carpentry. That was an interest of him. I don't believe he fully pursued it. But there's some things he did not pursue that I wish he did. But he just sent his love to everyone, and he's doing well. Blessings.
Okay, next is Freddy Kulit. Last Tuesday, what are all the energies and entities I was connected to during my last light language?
Palladian energies are around you at this time. Some reptilian also, but they're there to learn from your vibration. They seem to be interconnecting to your vibration, blending into your energy time and time again. As they're learning from you, but also it seems like you leave their body, you leave your body and connect to them and visit their world for an instant and come back. It might be longer than that, actually. Blessings.
Do any of them have a message about my grounding?
You're getting used to it. There's also a lot of Egyptian energies around you also, as for past lives. As for grounding, it could be better. Use nature to assist you in your grounding. Use the tree energy. That's what they're there for. Heartily. Blessings.
Okay, Symmetry asks if there are any messages.
There does seem to be an Anunnaki energy around you at this time, directing you into a new direction. I believe that might feel right to you. Sometimes there's an unknown where you're going to go, but also it seems to be connecting you to new people. So there's a positive Anunnaki energy around you more than you might think, as not everybody sees that way. But it also seems like you are connecting to new people, and they're very much involved with that. You're downloading these people you know as Zetas. Blessings.
Okay, Symmetry also asks, are there any alien females I'm connecting to in the astral?
Oh, yeah, of course. You're like open bar there. Yeah, you're just like, we got women coming out of everywhere. So, whatever. You can go on with that. Seems to be a lot of Nordic energies, feline, pretty much whatever you want. Seems like there's sometimes 12. So, I'm getting number 24 also at times. So, anyway, you're busy. Blessings.
Okay. Donna Riggs says, my cat Flake has eyes that appear to try to make connection when he's with me. What is his connection to me, as he was a stray that ended up staying?
Well, he's there to assist your vibrations. Also, you do talk to him in astral. It seems that you have a old connection, yes. Some of it's reptilian, some of it is some of it's actually biblical on this world. Yes. And there is a biblical connection as angels. He does have an angelic energy around him. He's a lot more than what he says. He's not just a cat. He's connected to a higher vibration. It's more of like, it's a male energy, is more Palladian energy. Blessings.
Okay. Donna also asks if there are any messages for her.
There's a lot of Arcturian energies around you at this time, opening up vortexes. I believe you already heard some of this, but for healing purposes for you. Some beings come and go. It's as if you're a tourist attraction, it seems. Many beings that are not making themselves known to you, but some are coming and going, seeing what you're doing. I believe also you're aware of it, part of you is, and you actually show them around and tell them what you do on Earth and things like that. It seems like you gave interviews to aliens, but you might be able to connect with that. Not yourself, but you're like your higher self, your other self. If you connect to that, I believe you can feel some of that. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Xiao Ma. I went to court yesterday and argued my case in front of a judge. It seems like I won the case and my guides are pretty happy about it. Can you tell me what was discussed at the court and what did I win?
A lot of this is confidential. I don't believe it's for everyone to hear either, but it seems like it's still part of your karmic court that's going on at this time. I don't believe all of it's been fully finished, so a lot of it has to do with your karmic court from what I see. This also seems to be you're connecting to Mars also a lot recently, as many beings are here. I believe some of that's going to come through more clearly over time. Your Martian connection is very strong. You are part of actually the government of Mars at one time as an official during their time. So that's about all I have. There's more, but they're not letting me know anything. Blessings.
Are there any messages from her guides?
Well, yeah, they're going to go on this Mars binge, it seems. It seems like they're going to let you know more about your Martian lifetimes and also your Jupiter lifetimes. Martian is very significant because it brought you into this Earth. Not to say you wanted to have incarnations on this Earth, but you're a female politician on Mars at one time. Understand, it's not like the crap you have here. It's a little bit different. That was crap too, but not as crappy it is here. So you actually got some, dignity. Here you don't have any. So the female presence there is actually a lot stronger. Yeah, it might have been somewhat more masculine, but not as what you might think. Humans kind of slur everything. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, it seems like they're going to bring that more vibration to you. Also, your Jupiter, they'll bring through also when you're ready. You have a connection with there, and that's all they have for you at this time. Blessings.
Okay, next up is Braden Harris. Are there any messages for me from a guide of mine or my higher self?
One moment. Yes, you do see the female energy, such as your mother, has not been fully healed. There past forgiveness would help also, but you have known your mother in many lifetimes, Palladian, Arcturian, and Reptilian. You come in this lifetime, I believe, to finish your connection. Well, you'll still be connected in different ways, but this is the strongest one you're going to have for a while. Then you're going to go off and do your own thing. I believe she will be a friend in other vibrations. I'm not going to go into the rest of that. You'll let you figure it out. But the reason I want you to know that is there's some clearing that needs to be done. You might be able to see more clearly on. Basically, clear that, you might be able to see what I'm talking about. Anything else? That your chakras are not doing too bad. They're better in shape than you might think. Blessings.
Okay, second question for Braden. Recently, while meditating, I saw and felt a golden or white, it was transparent and hard to see, ball of light come out of my third eye, hover in front of my face, and it either went back inside my head or it flew away. I contacted a tall white who was around me, and he said that I'm advancing. How is my progress thus far, and what other signs should I be on the lookout for?
Oh, they can't tell you what signs. They're just going to have to let them come through. One moment. As for that vibration, it will clear itself. You're a part of many councils with the tall whites. You most likely probably will see one also. Of course, you saw that. I believe you also saw tall white in some regard, but I believe the tall whites will make themselves known to you, at least to the corner of your eye. One moment. But as Freddy, they can't give away. Possibly they'll show you symbols. That's all they can say. Blessings.
Okay, Alex78 asks, does my mother have any messages for me?
That's to feel strong about yourself and more confident. Because sometimes that's not always the vibration you connect to. It seems like a father figure broke some of that down. The more confidence you build, you're going through a rebuilding process at this time. And it will help you focus on the things that you want. Blessings.
Okay, Alex78 asks, do you have any messages for me?
Yeah, you need more reptilian in your vibration. You have a lot of Palladian, Arcturian. With more reptilian, it gives you more green and, just it'd just be good for you. That's all. Especially when humans start connecting with us and a bunch of green people walking around, that makes everyone feel uncomfortable. There's something great about that. So, message for you though, other than that, one moment. I don't know why your guides. Oh, they say movies. Some of them might have messages for you. I think you already might know that, but if you connect to, I don't know what that's about. That's from your guides. They say some of these films will help you remember your past lives. Something that you might not have to watch it. Just look at the cover, and you might say, it might be from that time period. It might help you get more clarification of your place here in the universe. Blessings.
Okay, my name is Stacey.
Yes.
My first question, are there any messages from Gaia?
Only to concentrate on what you want. You're also connected to the angels, as is purifying your energies, so you be a teacher to others when the time is right for you. Also, the vibrations of the earth are causing emotional strain to some degree, but you're assisting Gaia's vibration, but she's also assisting yours. You are also downloading much information that has been brought to you, I believe from the Nordics. I believe that vibration has been around you recently. That hasn't been made known yet. Blessings.
Okay, my second question, does my boyfriend's higher self have any messages for me?
One moment. Nothing much he can totally reveal at this time, just to be patient with his vibration isn't always of the most positive, as he's still trying to discover himself at this time. He is not fully faithful to his own energy or direction. He's not fully connecting to himself, so sometimes he might feel off balance because he's not feeling comfortable with his spiritual growth at this time. That is the message at this time.
Okay, that's it. Novak, thanks so much for coming through.
Blessings. Stay green, humans, and don't take things too seriously. That will help your vibration. Much love. Okay. All right. Blessings.